Hello and welcome to the JB&M Sports Fanatic channel. What's good with you? Getting ready for kickoff here. And so Dallas is about to kick things off, which means the 49ers will get the football first. And so let's see if we're going to get a return here. No return, so San Francisco will take over from their own 25-yard line. And so this game is officially on the way. Winner gets a date with Philadelphia, who's waiting to see who they're going to face in the NFC Championship game. And already we've got a good amount of people already on. And so Michael, what's good with you? And hey, how about them Bengals, right? How about them Bengals? We've got Silas here. Silas, what's good with you? Silas says, let's go Cowboys. We've got Old Man Mob here. Old Man, what's good with you? He says, what's good and how everyone's doing? How are you doing? Meanwhile, Brock Purdy here. He's up under center. George Kittle goes in motion here. You've got two receivers, tight end, fullback in the backfield. Fullback goes in motion. They toss it to McCaffrey. And McCaffrey, he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Micah Parsons and company, they stop that here. And so I'll be interested to see just how effective will Christian McCaffrey be in this matchup here against this Dallas defense. But yes, how's everyone doing? Let's see. Ode says having a party. Ode, as soon as I saw the score at halftime, I already knew that you were getting ready for that party. But yes, Buffalo went down. So I know that you're causing havoc over there. But how are you? And so let's see. Michael says who they. And so Jeannie, what's good with you? What's good with you? Meanwhile, Purdy takes the snap, and so pressure around him, and they get him for the sack. So look at that. The energy that already on this first drive right now, you're already seeing the explosiveness of the Dallas Cowboys defense here. And so if they can keep this energy up all game long, hey, that's what they're going to need right here for that front four, front five to take over this game. And hey, not a bad start indeed. But we got third and long coming up. Brock Purdy lost 9 yards on that sack. Let's see how it plays out here. But again, the earlier game earlier today, seeing Cincinnati, it really looked like from the start of that game to the finish, the Bengals just showed that they honestly were the better team. And so that's the impression I got coming away from that. Meanwhile, Purdy throws it. It's caught by Debo Samuel. So Debo's going to pick up some nice yards, about 12 yards, but not enough for the first. As fourth and seven's coming up, ball at about their own 28-yard line. So San Francisco on their first drive goes 3 and out, and they will punt the ball to the Dallas Cowboys. So we'll get to see how Dallas offense looks on the first drive. But absolutely, 3 and out as Silas just mentioned there. And so let's see, Jenny says, waiting to see what happens in this game. Bet. Yes, I've been really anticipating this game for sure. JB, what's good with you? What's good with you? And how about them Cowboys defense on the first drive? Punts on the way. And so looks like it's taking a nice bounce, goes out of bounds there. So we're looking at about the 26-yard line here for the Dallas offense. And let's see, can Dak Prescott replicate what he did last week? Because if he can do what he did last week, look out. But he's got to be feeling extremely confident right now. His team believes in him. And so we'll see how this plays out. And looking at that replay there, lucky they did not draw any penalty on that one there. But little contact there. But hey, the punter, he definitely took some acting classes back in his day. That's for sure. All right, but the Cowboys here from their own 26-yard line going to start off in the shotgun. Two tight ends, two receivers. Got the back next to Dak here. Tight end goes in motion. That's Ferguson. 15 seconds right now to play clock. They take the snap, fake it to Zeke. Dak looking. He's moving, being chased by Bosa. He throws it. Incomplete. But there is a penalty right now. There is a penalty. And so, Kenneth, what's good with you? What's good with you? So, all right, so they're calling a holding penalty right now. All right, so we got a holding penalty. And give me 1 second and I will put the poll question up real quick. But yeah, holding on the offense is going to back them up here. All right, let's see. O says, I'm making a sign to put out front of your house saying still the only team in the division with no Super Bowl rings, the Buffalo Bills. Ouch. Oh, you are definitely being extremely harsh on them. We love it though. So first and 20, they snap the ball, give it to Tony Pollard. Tony showing some burst there, picks up 6 yards on the carry. We got second and 14 coming up. Ball right now at the Dallas 22 yards. And again, first drive of the game right now for the Dallas Cowboys. And so Braden, what's good with you? What's good with you? Let's see. Kenneth says, hey, my friend, how are you doing tonight? I am doing great. I am doing great. Really been looking forward to this matchup, particularly here. Cowboys 49ers should be a great one. And who I got in this one? And so, oh man, I say tough question here. Very tough question here. I've been saying 49ers to win the Super Bowl, so I will stick with that. But Dallas certainly has me intrigued, I will say. Meanwhile, speaking of Dallas, they just threw the ball near the sideline and it is completed there to T.Y. Hilton. He picks up 16 yards. And when they picked up T.Y. Hilton, these are the kind of plays that they envisioned that he would make. About 3 or 4 games plays in a game that impacts them in a positive way, and that's exactly what he's done so far over the last couple weeks. And so let's see. But yeah, Braden, how are you doing? Let's see. Oh, it says JB, I'm so happy right now. Oh, I know you're happy. Meanwhile, Prescott takes a snap from up under center, and Tony Pollard gets tripped up. Gonna lose 2 yards there. And of course, Fred Warner already getting accumulated in the backfield here multiple times. And so he's someone you've got to know where he's at. He can cause havoc anywhere he lines up. He's just that great. Let's see. Oh, it says JB. So many of them told me the New England Patriots and will be winning the Super. Won't be. I'm sorry. The New England. I'm sorry. They told me that they'll be the new New England Patriots, and so gotcha. With winning all the Super Bowls, gotcha. All right, here we go. Second and 12 for the Cowboys offense. They take the snap in the pocket, throws it. It's going to be completed there. Picks up about 4 or 5 yards on the play. CD Lamb. So now we got third down here, 3rd and 7. And this is where really I'll be looking at Dak Prescott here, being able to move the chains on third down. If you can do that successfully here, that'll go a long way in this one. Being able to convert on third and long. Out of the shotgun again, 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Prescott making adjustments. Let's see, Kenneth says he hopes that Dallas wins. Braden says doing good. All right, so here we go. 5 seconds right now in the play clock, and they snap the ball. Prescott stepping up, throws it over the middle. Incomplete. Incomplete. Tight window he was aiming for. Incomplete. So Dallas will have to punt the ball here. 4th and 7 coming up from the Dallas 40-yard line. All right, about to put the poll question up. All right, so we got the punt unit out here for Dallas. Again, first quarter, 10 minutes and 22 seconds to go. Both teams have had the football once. Neither team able to move it down there and score any points here. So we'll have the punt on the way. Let's see if we're going to return by the 49ers. And so nice punt. He caught it at the 5. He's at the 10. 15, brought down at about the 18-yard line. And so San Francisco will take over with their second offensive possession of the game here from their own 18-yard line. Let's see. Brandon says, I'll be just like old man if the 49ers win tonight. LOL. Yes. Let's see. Kenneth says, what'll be your next stream after tonight? And so yeah, so after tonight, I'll definitely continue to cover the playoffs and stuff like that on the weekends. And so I think this week I'll probably focus mostly on that, but I'll know by Wednesday if I'll probably try to squeeze in a college basketball game or not. But most likely it'll probably just end up being on the weekend covering the championship games. Let's see. Old says, seeing all these sad Bills fans and making me so happy. Oh man, I felt kind of bad for them, kind of bad for them a little bit. But no, I mean Cincinnati though. I feel like Cincinnati's shown me enough to where with Kansas City with Patrick Mahomes being kind of hobbled up and stuff like that, that's going to be huge. And I mean, I'm liking this Bengals team in that matchup. So I am going to swing my opinion from Kansas City to Cincinnati. They've won me over. And so Mike, I hope that you are doing well, and I hope that old man celebrating doesn't doesn't get you too much. But how are you? Mike says, huge round of applause for Bengal fans. You have an amazing, cool quarterback. And so, yes, hey, Joe Burrow, he stays cool. That's one thing about him. He stays cool. Absolutely. And let's see, Kenneth says, did you see where Temple beat number 1 Houston? And so, I actually did not get to watch the game. I actually didn't get to watch the game. And let's see, O says, what's funny is Bills could lose 8 to 12 guys also. And so O says, Mike, I'm sorry for you. And so let's see. Mike says all Bills players cared about was getting to the mansion and hoping and hopping in a hot tub. And so, gotta get your priorities right. Speaking of Josh Allen on the commercial here, but again, we are right now in a commercial. And when we get back, it'll be the 49ers' second time with the football offensively. And let's see if the offensive line can hold up much better than they did the first time out there, where Dallas defense just, you can feel the energy coming from the defense. Let's see. Mike says, I deserve it, O's. You say Bills suck. Let's see. Kenneth says, did you see where the Bills players, DeMar, was at the game 56 to 55? And so 56 to 55 was the final score in that one. Oh, man. I wish I would have seen that one. I really wish I would have seen it. It's so tough to call when those upsets are going to happen. But hey, that sounds like one heck of a game. Let's see. Braden says Purdue almost lost to Maryland also. And so Purdue gets me every year when it comes to filling out the bracket. I always think that this has to be the year. But then again, they're one of my favorite teams to project to get beat before the Sweet 16, despite how good they do in the regular season. All right, but here we go. Purdy up under center, takes a snap, gives it to McCaffrey, and McCaffrey going to pick up 3 yards off the right guard there. Second and 7 coming up here from the San Francisco 21-yard line. 10 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Again, the score still 0-0. Trying to see who's going to score the first points. Let's see. Oh, it says, I see you, JB, walking the Patriots. And so, hey, you already know. You already know. You said looking like the next head coach, our coach on the staff. And so, I won't replace the great Bill, but I will work on the offense. If they'll just bring me in for an interview and all like that, find a way, I'll definitely fix that offense. That's for sure. All right, but here we go. Second and 7. They snap the ball. Get it to Debo Samuel out the backfield, and he's taking on the contact there. Getting close to the first down marker. I think he's about a yard shy of the first down. Third down coming up here, 3rd and 1. So let's see what they end up calling on 3rd and short. Again, excellent run there by Debo Samuel. I only wish he did more of that for my fantasy team this season. All right, but here we go. They hurried up to the line there and they gave it to Christian McCaffrey. So I love that what they did. 3rd and 1, they hurried up, immediately lined up, snapped the ball, got the first down, picked up 3 yards on a no huddle play. That's just situational football. All right, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Lawrence on the sideline there looked like he was hobbled up, holding his knee, hoping that he'll be able to return in this one. Let's see. Mike says Bills are soft and Josh Allen ain't in the same league as Burrow and Mahomes. And so, oh man, Mike is switching his stance on Josh Allen. I see. All right. Meanwhile, out of the shotgun, they snap the ball, fake it to C Mac, throws it to George Kittle, and you can't forget about Kittle. Kittle picks up 31 yards and a first down, taking the ball right now to the Dallas 39-yard line. And so that time, I mean, they just got so many weapons, and you got to guard them all. But that time, George Kittle saying, don't forget about me with that reception. All right, first down, lineup in the shotgun. 2 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 fullback. Got Christian McCaffrey next to Purdy. They snap the ball, give it to C-Mac. C-Mac up the middle. Picks up a yard on the play. 2nd and 9 coming up here. Dallas, 38-yard line. Meanwhile, speaking of 49ers, here the poll right now, 8 votes in, and majority so far rooting towards the 49ers to win this game. 62% believe in San Francisco. 2nd and 9 coming up. Purdy up under center. 2 receivers at the top of the screen. Fullback goes in motion. One back in the backfield. They snap it. Play fake. Bootlegging. Micah Parsons bid on it. Purdy throws a nice pass there, but it was almost picked off there. Would have been an even nicer pick if that had happened there. But he was targeting Brandon Ayuk. Incomplete. 3rd down coming up. Yeah, that time I saw Micah Parsons. He chose running back, chose wrong, but excellent job by Bland. I mean, he got a hand in there, almost had two. I see the poll is now 50% here. All right, 3rd down here, 3rd and 9 here. This is where I expect a guy like Micah Parsons to get back after the quarterback here on 3rd down. Let's see how the 49ers protect and hold up. They snap the ball out of the shotgun. Purdy throws it. Incomplete. Torres C. Mac there. Even if he did catch it, he still would have been short of the first down marker. 4th down coming up. offense will leave the field. Again, here in the first quarter with 7 minutes and 9 seconds to go. Dallas defense, good job with that one. That'll force the punt unit to come out. All right, so fourth down here again. First quarter with 7 minutes and 9 seconds to go. Score still. Nobody on the scoreboard just yet. Punt unit is out there. Going to try to pin them deep. Punts on the way. All right, that's going to bounce into the end zone here. So we'll get to see Dallas with the offense for the second time this game, and let's see if they can get something going offensively here. Let's see. Braden says if the 49ers win tonight, every team in the AFC and NFC championship games, all those teams have the Super Bowl in the last 5 years. I'm sorry, have been to the Super Bowl in the last 5 years. Let's see. Old says JB let the Bills fans know it could be worse. They could have gone to the Super Bowl and lost for the fifth time. And so ouch, ouch, ouch. I mean, it's true. If you're not going to win, that would be painful there. But I think Josh Allen right now, he's got a lot to think about. A lot to think about. One thing is very sure for Buffalo there, they're gonna have to have a stronger run game and add more balance. You can't put too much on Josh Allen's shoulder. It's been evident this season because he feels like he has to do so much. He starts doing stuff like turning over the ball in the red zone and stuff like that. And I mean, you just need a solid balance of more of a run game to help him out. Honestly, that was the difference going into that game. I said it yesterday. I felt the difference would be Joe Mixon because I felt like it was going to come down to the run game. Whoever had the better run game would win that matchup there. So absolutely. Let's see. Oh, it says Josh Allen loves throwing picks, and so he loves doing it in the red zone, particularly. Particularly. Quite honestly, I feel like if Cincinnati and the Bills had been able to finish that game in the regular season, I feel like Cincinnati would have won that game as well. Let's see. Braden says the Bills throw the deep ball way too much. And so believe me, believe me, as someone who had a couple guys on their fantasy football team, I understand completely. I understand completely. But again, we are right now at the commercial still. And when we come back, it'll be Dallas with the football. Second offensive drive here. So far, nobody has scored so far in this one. Defenses have done their job. Let's see if the Cowboys offense will be the first one to put points on the board here today. Let's see. Mike says, like I said last night, Bills were running on fumes. Too many first round picks that stink. And let's see. Braden says, and they don't have a pass rush. And so injuries do play a role as well. I mean, they picked up a guy like Von Miller for situations like this, but unfortunately, he was hurt. And so you can tell that there was a couple pieces that they did miss defensively because at one point in the season, Buffalo's defense was a lot more dominant. But when I saw how they looked against Miami with Skylar Thompson back there at quarterback, that kind of sort of told me the Bills were not going to be a Super Bowl team. I feel like that was more of what Buffalo didn't have than what Miami did have because they didn't have their quarterback. Although you can't take credit from what they did, but they shouldn't have let that happen. But back to this game here. Prescott up under center. Got a fullback, got a back in the backfield, and that is one massive fullback there. Receiver at the bottom of the screen. They snap the ball, gives it to the back, and so this time Zeke picks up a yard and a carry. Second and 9 coming up, ball at the Dallas 21-yard line. Let's see. Mike says first Shaq is terrible. Let's see. Oh, it says just crazy as if the Bengals win this year, they would actually have done something. Bills haven't won a Super Bowl. I'm sorry, something done something. The Bills haven't won a Super Bowl, and so hey, there it is. All right, here we go. Shotgun here. Tony Pollard goes in motion. Prescott snaps the ball, gives it to Pollard. Pollard off the left side here. Gets brought down. No gain on the play. Third down coming up here. Third and 9 for their own 21-yard line. So situations like this is going to come down to Dak. If they make no mistake about it, it's going to come down to Dak's ability on third down to convert. If he can start converting on third downs, that was definitely help his team out. But they're going to need him to convert on some key third downs in this game if Dallas is to win this game. All right, they got both Schultz and Zeke in the backfield next to Dak in the shotgun. He snaps the ball. He throws it, and oh, it's picked off. It's picked off. I mean, quite frankly, he threw that ball right to him. He threw that ball right to him. It's like it almost looked like he signed the football and then just gave it to a fan the way he threw it right to him. Now let's look at the replay here. So he's guarding Michael Gallup. I mean, he just read that route great. It's like he knew it was coming, honestly. He read Dak's eyes, and so he just sat there waiting on it. Wow. Excellent job. Let's see. Mike says, Boogie second, I'm terrible. Let's see. Mike says, Bill's got no DTs. Braden says, pick, let's go. Braden's happy about that. O says, that was horrible pass. What are you doing? And so, yeah, he gift wrapped that right to him. And so now, 49ers gifted with excellent field position here. Got to make it count here. McCaffrey's the back, three receivers, one tight end, one back. They snap the ball, fake it. Purdy's looking, sees the pass rush, tries to avoid him. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. Lawrence gets him for the sack, and so now you got second down coming up. Both defenses are doing their job so far in this one. It's going to come down to which offense can be the most effective. Yeah, he tried to prolong the play there, but Lawrence was not having any of that. I mean, this is a team that will get after a quarterback, no doubt about that. All right, again here in the first quarter with 5 minutes and 8 seconds to go. Fresh off the turnover, second and 16 after the sack. Shotgun formation. There 2 seconds on the play clock. Got to snap the ball. They do snap it. Quick pass to McCaffrey. And McCaffrey gets brought down back at the line of scrimmage there. Third down coming up here, third and long. You're already in field goal range here. And so let's see what they call. Will they be conservative? Do you call a screen, a draw? What do you do here? Do you take a shot? We'll see what they decide to do and how much they trust Brock Purdy in this situation. Again, 4 minutes and 40 seconds to go. I feel like the defense would be expecting you to play a conservative here. So let's see if they take a shot. Let's see if they take a shot. It's probably what I would dial up here. All right, but here we go to the shotgun. Three receivers, one tight end, one back. 5 seconds on the play clock. They snap the ball. Purdy looking. Throws it deep right, and he gets the reception to Brandon Ayuk, and that's going to be a first down. Needed 15 yards. He picked up 17 yards and a first down. They're 10 yards away from the Dallas end zone. Trying to get the first points of the game. Let's see. Mike says Bills are garbage. Oh, let's see. And I love what I'm seeing from the polls so far. We already got 21 votes in, and the votes are very close in terms of who we think is going to win this game. All right, but we got first and goal here. 3 minutes and 45 seconds left to go in the first. Shotgun, two receivers at the bottom of the screen here. Got a tight end at the top of the formation. C-Mac in there at running back. They snap it. Purdy's looking. Slings it to C-Mac. Got to make some people miss here. And C-Mac's going to pick up a yard on the play. A yard or two. They'll blow the whistle there. Second down coming up here. Second from the Dallas 8-yard line. That time, Purdy, he saw the pressure coming. He sidearmed that one just before the pass rush got to him. Gotta love the speed that Dallas defense has, though. You have to love that. But there is a player currently down right now. And of course, you're hoping that he's going to be okay. Let's see. O says, I do feel bad for you, Mike. Sorry if I'm too much. And let's see. Mike says, I never knew Burrow was so calm and collected. Like Mahomes, really good. And so, yeah, that was evident last year. And what he has done is that he has shown that he is consistent. You know, he's not just good, but he's consistently like this. So I got to give him credit where credit is due and stuff like that. Because I will be honest, I had the Ravens winning the division and stuff like that. Who would have known that Lamar was going to end up missing so many games? But one thing about the Bengals, it doesn't matter if they're home, road, the weather condition. This is a team that's built to be scrappy, fight, cool, collected, and they make big plays, honestly. Meanwhile, it's Carlos Watkins from Clemson in his sixth season here, the guy who is right now walking off on his own power, but definitely uncomfortable as he's walking there, hoping that he'll be okay, and hopefully we'll see him return at some point. All right, but we got second and goal here again, first quarter, 3 minutes and 17 seconds to go. Still waiting to see who's going to get their first points. Another thing you got to take into the equation here is just, obviously the difference between 7 points and 3 points. That's huge here, applying pressure because both defenses are doing good. So you get a chance to start off with great field position. You want 7 points here. All right, takes a snap out of the shotgun, and Purdy's going to keep it himself before he gets brought down by Big 95. And that's Hankins there, and he is a big one. So we got third down coming up. 2 minutes and 50 seconds left to go in the first. Let's see. Mike says you're fine, Ode. I don't mind losing. It's the not putting any effort or wrapping up or anything. All right, so third down here. Can Brock Purdy make a play here for the San Francisco 49ers offensively? Three receivers, one tight end, one back. He's going to need some time. C-Mac goes in motion. They snap the ball. Purdy moving around, looking, still running, trying to cut around, and then just throws it up there, and it's incomplete. Just threw that one away. Wise decision there. Ain't no need for you to start running around and stuff like that. You're not Mahomes. Just throw the ball away. Let's see. O says, I just won't go crazy in here, but on Twitter and Facebook, it's an all-out attack. O says he wants all the smoke. All the smoke. Meanwhile, I can envision that 80s is still running through Philadelphia right now as we speak, still celebrating yesterday's game. I know he is. All right, 26-yard field goal attempt coming up here to give the 49ers the lead in the first points of the game. And the kick is good. So San Francisco leads this one 3-0. Able to get 3 points and capitalizing off the interception in which Dak Prescott threw the last time out there. And when we come back from the commercial, we'll see how the Dallas offense responds to that last turnover they had last time, gifting San Francisco with 3 points. Let's see. Mike says, at least most teams make an effort. Mike says, have at it, Old. That's the fun of sports. And so, yeah, you're right about that. You're right about that. But again, we are currently right now at the commercial, but now is a good time to check these stats so far and see just how everybody's looking so far in this one, although still in the first quarter. But so far in this one, Brock Purdy is 5 of 8, 62 passing yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. He has been sacked twice. And so you do wonder when a guy like Brock, it starts getting sacked a whole bunch, how will that rattle him? How will he respond in a big game like this if the Cowboys keep putting pressure on him like that? Meanwhile, for Dallas, Dak Prescott 2 of 4, 20 yards, 0 touchdown, 1 interception, in which he threw on that last drive. On the ground so far, both teams just trying to get things going. Christian McCaffrey, 4 carries for 7 yards. Tony Pollard for Dallas, 3 carries for 4 yards. Zeke just 1 carry, 1 yard. Deebo Samuel for San Francisco, 1 carry, 6 yards so far in this one. Let's see. O says, if I was around 80s right now, we'd be putting those drinks down. You say, I'll keep it clean and respectful here because I got respect for JB and everyone. And so, hey, we appreciate that. We appreciate that. But I do notice that the poll has swung in favor so far of the Cowboys at 55%. I spoke too soon. Now 57% believe that Dallas will win this game. 43% believe in the 49ers. But again, the score right now, 49ers up 3-0, and we'll see what Dallas does with the football here. Again, still first quarter, 2 minutes and 12 seconds left to go. Let's see what Dak and company have in store this time. I know they would love to get the run game going here and just make life a little bit easier, but it's going to come down ultimately to Dak and his decision making, particularly on third down. All right, still waiting to come back from the commercial here. Kickoff teams are lining up. In the final minutes of the first quarter, San Francisco again up 3-0 here over Dallas. All right, so they're about to get ready to kick off the ball, and let's see if we'll get a return here by Dallas. But I will give credit to the Cowboys defense though. After that turnover, honestly, you didn't have that much room for error, but Dallas defense stood firm. That is critical to see. Meanwhile, we have a return, and what a return. Oh, he had the juice on that return. If he could have made that guy miss right there. I mean, Turbin is someone who can definitely, in a game like this, where it's going to be a struggle to move the ball offensively, guys like that make all the difference. All right, so let's see what Dallas does here. From their own 26-yard line, Prescott up under center, went back in the backfield. Brown goes in motion. They snap the ball. Prescott's going to throw it to Brown. He gets the catch, takes on the contact, goes out of bounds, picks up 3 yards. Again, that was Noah Brown with the reception. 2nd and 7 coming up, ball from the Dallas 29-yard line. Let's see. Oh, it says it was almost to the house. And so, yeah, you can tell when a kick returner has that vision and he sees the lane, there's just a certain way that you can just see that energy that they have on the return. But that time he got tripped up before he can get there. But here we go. Prescott up under center, trips at the top of the formation. CeeDee Lamb goes in motion. Three receivers, one tight end, one back. They snap the ball and throw it to CeeDee Lamb, and CeeDee Lamb gets the catch. Let's see where they mark him out of bounds at. Is it enough for the first? Looks like it's just enough for the first down. That's going to move the chains there for the Cowboys. And that's exactly what you want. Easy pitching catches just like that. Get guys in motion there. Get the matchups that you want. All right, so 1st and 10 here with 1 minute and 8 seconds to go left in the first quarter. Cowboys trying to get their first points of the game. Going to line up in a shotgun. You've got two tight ends, two receivers, one back, 10 seconds on the play clock. Ferguson goes in motion. Up, we got movement here. We have movement here. And so that is going to be on the offense, it looks like. Moving back 5 yards. Yep, false start here. So moves the offense back 5 yards. Now we're looking at 1st and 15 from the Cowboys 31-yard line. Let's see. Old says, I think it'll be very close, low-scoring game than a lot of people, including me, was thinking it would be. And so, yeah, I can definitely see that there being a lower-scoring game here than what I anticipated, or at least what I was hoping for. But, hey, I mean, I love it. The defense is going out there fighting. I love when the team carries their defense with them into the game. 1st and 15, takes the snap, gives it to the back, and so the back between the right guard there. And so Tony Pollard keeping them legs moving all throughout the contact there, picked up a tough 10 yards on the carry. That's exactly what you need if you're Dallas. Plays like that. Just keep them feet moving and keep it churning. This is why they're turning to Tony Pollard for the carries here, because not only does he show his elusiveness, but he is fighting through contact here. 2nd and 5. Cowboys with the football, trailing 3-0 here. Shotgun formation, two tight ends at the bottom of the formation, two receivers at the top of the screen. Brown goes in motion. They snap the ball, give it to the back here again in the back. Pollard is going to pick up about 3 yards on the play. That's going to make it 3rd and short, but that is the end of the first quarter. And at the end of the first quarter, the San Francisco 49ers lead this one 3-0, but it's Dallas right now faced with a key 3rd down. You get this first down right here, hey, you're going to like the field position you're going to have here. So this is a critical point in the game here if you're Dallas, finding a way to convert here on 3rd and 2. Both teams in the first quarter, their defenses have both been outstanding, getting after the quarterbacks, getting sacks, getting pressures, all that stuff. And so we'll see what the second quarter brings, because both of these offenses have a tremendous amount of talent as well. So we'll see how everything shakes out. Right now, the poll is in favor of the Cowboys, though 61%. Up, let me correct that, 59% now, saying that the Cowboys will win this game. Again, we are at the commercial. Let's see. O says this quarter went fast, and so it did go fast, because I noticed that around the third drive, I said the third drive really happened like super fast and took off like a lot of time and stuff like that. So, and that was the second drive by the I think by the Cowboys. But yes, it did go really fast. But again, we are at the commercial now, and we'll be starting the second quarter. The winner gets a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. And after the impressive victory that we saw earlier today with Cincinnati showing moving on here, so we'll have a matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cincinnati Bengals, in which, I mean, The Bengals, they're just those road warriors there. It doesn't matter home, road. This team's going to bring it. And so Kansas City, a lot of talent there, but I personally, I'm very concerned. I know that Patrick Mahomes, he will play, but without that athleticism that he's used to using, Patrick Mahomes make those magical plays look easy. Of course, he's got the arm to where he can still throw it, but Bengals start finding a way to generate pressure on him to where he's got to move around and make plays and stuff. That's going to be an advantage Cincinnati because of that injury there. So we'll see how things play out. It'll be a good one there, but I'm believing that Cincinnati's going to do it again, just like last year. Do it again. But again, this will be the start of the second quarter, and Dallas is faced with a 3rd and 2, ball from their own 44-yard line. All right, so they're about to line things up here and get the second quarter on the way here. Dallas still trying to get their first points of the game. They're going to line up in the shotgun here. Three receivers, one tight end, one back. Tight end goes in motion. They snap the ball. Prescott throws it, and so he's got Brown. What a nice catch there by Brown. Brown picks up about 18 yards and a first down here, taking it all the way to the 49ers' 38-yard line. Now, Brown's going to substitute himself out of the game right now. Hope that he's okay, but it's obviously a good thing that he's taking himself out, which means that he can, I'm pretty sure, later on, hopefully return. But yeah, he found the opening in the defense, sat there, they got him the ball. Prescott up under center. Multiple tight ends on the play. Tony Pollard goes in motion. They're going to snap it to him. He's going to go up the middle with it. And he's going to pick up a nice 5 yards on the carry. Second down coming up. What I love the best is when he's getting those 5 yards on first down, 7 yards, 4 yards. Whenever you're getting positive plays like that on first down from your run game, that's going to make the play action a bigger threat, especially if this game continues to go on, which is perfect for the Cowboys. All right, so here we go. Still heavy formation here. One receiver, CD Lamb at the top of the screen here, but a bunch of tight ends and a back in the backfield in which they stop the ball and give it to Zeke. And Zeke taking out the contact there, going to pick up 4 yards on the play. 3rd and short coming up here. Ball at the San Francisco 29-yard line. All right, so another short yardage situation here, 3rd and short, and they're doing a good job here on 3rd and short, and that's why you want it to be 3rd and short as opposed to 3rd and long. Here we go, quarterback up under center, multiple tight ends here. Pollard goes in motion, snaps it, gives it to Zeke, who Zeke already, oh, excellent job by Zeke. He just stayed out of range of being brought down in the backfield here and stretched out and did just enough to get the first down there. I mean, they had both Zeke and Tony Pollard in the backfield there, so the defense had to know somebody was gonna run the ball. Just a matter of who. But excellent job by Zeke. One, to make the first guy miss. The second one is to use that strength to stretch out and get that first down. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. You got 10 seconds on the play clock. Shotgun. CeeDee Lamb goes in motion. They snap the ball. San Francisco bringing an excellent blitz on that one. He timed that play perfectly. Caused Prescott to throw it early to Zeke, and they brought him down the backfield that time. I mean, wow, he just shot through there like he knew for a fact. He knew when that ball was going to be snapped. And so excellent job. And then they got someone that has some speed to him as well. So yeah, Prescott, good job getting rid of that one. Unfortunately, you lost yards on the play. But yeah, he had to get rid of that one quickly. 2nd and 12 coming up. Shotgun formation here. They take the snap. Prescott with the football. Throws it short. It's caught by CeeDee Lamb. And CeeDee Lamb's going to get brought down there. Picked up a couple yards on the play. Now we got 3rd down coming up. Picked up about 4 yards on the play. 3rd down coming up. Let's see. Old says Zeke is my 11th best running back in the NFL. And so you got him at number 11. I feel like I want to see like a list of like Obviously the 10 before him, and then like maybe the four after him, and just look at that top 15 and just compare the guys behind and directly in front of him also. But here we go, 3rd and 7 out of the shotgun. Prescott takes a snap, throws over the middle. That's going to be completed there. Now it's going to be close to the first down marker, but I think he's short. I think he's short. Decision time for Dallas. Do you go for it? Do you kick the field goal? I think you go for it. You play to win the game. So you definitely go for it. It's too much on the line. Just a matter of what do you do? You know what? I just looked on the sideline and remember who their kicker was. Heck yeah, you go for it. There is no doubt that you go for it here on 4th and 1. All right, let's see if they try to quarterback sneak it. They're going to they're going to give it to the CD Lamb on the end around. So excellent call there. Excellent call there. He picked up 4 yards on the play and a first down. Okay. Okay. Let's see. O says, "You can call me a homer." Excellent job there by CD Lamb to pick up that first down. Nice little spin move to get him the extra yards that he needed. That's playoff football right there, making plays that you have to make. All right, so here we go to the shotgun. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Takes the snap. Dak's going to keep it himself. Dak, he's running. And so, he's going to get brought down about 3 yards shy of the first down. But what a play. What a play. Dak Prescott with a big-time play, keeping it himself. That time, oh, man. And then if Schultz would have just kept running and not let up and try to make that last block there, it could have possibly been the touchdown. But, hey, great play, great play. And his team has a 71.4% red zone touchdown percentage. That is fantastic. Let's see if it carry over here against this talented San Francisco front 7. Goal line here. Got a fullback in the backfield. Prescott up under center. 2 receivers. Got a tight end also. They snap it. Play fake. Prescott looking, throws it, and it's caught by Schultz. And, of course, this man knows how to get into the end zone. So we got ourselves a touchdown. Cowboys. And so their first points of the game. And now before everybody in Dallas celebrates, we're going to wait to see if the extra point will be made first. I mean, if he does anything remotely to like what he did last time, this is going to go crazy. This is going to get crazy here. Let's see. Everyone in Dallas has to be holding their breath right now for this extra point. Nothing is guaranteed with Maher in there as kicker. All right, let's see. Snap is good. Hold is good. Kick is blocked. It is blocked. At some point, this is going to catch up to them if they can't rely on their special teams unit to convert a simple extra point. But, I mean, excellent job there by the 49ers getting a hand on that when it was blocked. But, I mean, the look in his eyes said it all. Wow. So rather than it being 7-3 in a game in which it's extremely tough to move the ball against these defenses, it's 6-3. 6-3, guys. Wow. What a big time block. Braden says blocked, LOL. People are going to start taking bets on how many kicks or extra points Dallas is going to make at this point. But after that touchdown, the score right now is Dallas 6, San Francisco 3. Here in the second quarter with 9 minutes and 25 seconds to go before the half. And so when we come back, Dallas will kick things off, and we'll see what the 49ers will do on their next offensive possession here. But right now, this poll, 61% believing in Dallas right now, while 31% believe in the 49ers to win this game. Still, obviously, plenty of time here, but I'm liking what I'm seeing so far in this one. We finally saw a touchdown. And looking forward to seeing how the 49ers are going to respond here. But now is a good time to look at the stats. So we'll look at Dak Prescott. He is 9 of 11, 61 yards for the air, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Hasn't been sacked. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, Brock Purdy, he is 5 of 8, 62 yards. No touchdowns, no interceptions, sacked twice so far in this one. And then on the ground, I mean, as a team for the Cowboys, 11 carries for 43 yards. Tony Pollard, he's got you 6 carries, 22 yards there. You've also got Dak Prescott, that one run that he had. That was a big time run. Excellent play call, too, for 11 yards right there. I mean, shout out to Mike McCarthy there for him and his team, for getting this Cowboy team ready. They look really good so far in this one. Despite the turnover that they had that resulted in San Francisco getting 3 points, so far Dallas has looked good, with the exception being they're obviously the extra point team. All right, but we're going to get ready for the kickoff to happen here, and we'll see what San Francisco will do offensively. I mean, I'm not going to lie. The way that ball looked like when he kicked it, I'm not so sure that he wouldn't have missed it either way. Let's see. Oh, it says in order. All right, so King, Henry, McCaffrey, Chubb, Barkley, Stevenson, Jacobs, Cooks, Taylor, Jones, Kamara, Zeke, Najee Harris, ETN, Walker, and Swift. And so, ooh, I probably would have Swift above a couple of those guys there. But very nice list, though. Very nice list. All right, and so again, no return there. So right now, San Francisco will take over offensively, 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line, trailing 6-3. So we'll look to see what their offense is going to do here. All right, so Purdy up under center. You've got two receivers, one tight end, one fullback in the backfield. Kittle goes in motion here. 12 seconds here on the play clock. Fullback goes in motion. They snap the ball. Play fake. In the pocket. Moving around. Purdy on the move still, and he's going to end up scrambling there. Picks up about a yard or two on the play, and that's going to make it second down coming up here. 2nd and 8 coming up. And so, Vanessa, what's good with you? What's good with you? How are you doing? All right, so here we go. 2nd and 9 coming up. Meanwhile, you look at George Kittle there all by himself. Those are plays that you just got to be able to see, but obviously with the pressure there, I get why you didn't see it. But 5 seconds on the play clock, they snap the ball, give it to Debo Samuel off the left side, and Samuel's going to pick up about a yard on the carry, a yard or two. 3rd down coming up. 8 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the second quarter. 3rd and 7 again. With these 49ers trailing 6-3 here, 3rd down, you got to be able to convert on 3rd downs. Let's see if they can do just that against this Dan Quinn's defense. All right, out of the shotgun, Christian McCaffrey goes in motion. They snap the ball. Dallas sends 4. They throw it, and it's going to be completed there by Christian McCaffrey. Nice catch there, and he's going to pick up just enough for the 1st down. That was close, but they gave him the 1st down. All right, again, 7 minutes and 40 seconds left to go here before the half. All right, they're going to take McCaffrey out the game, put in Mitchell. All right, here we go. 6 seconds right now in the play clock. Got a back and a fullback in the shotgun next to the quarterback. They snap the ball, give it to the back, and Mitchell gonna fight for about 2 yards on the play. 2nd down coming up here, 2nd and 8 from the 49ers 37-yard line. With just 7 minutes to go here before the half. Both teams with all 3 timeouts. Cowboys so far have done an excellent job of containing Christian McCaffrey so far in this one. All right, shotgun here for the 49ers. Debo goes in motion. They snap the ball, throws it to Debo, and Debo slicing the fenders here, taking on the contact, and somehow he picked up 6 yards on that play. I thought they were going to get him in the backfield. I thought they were going to get him for a short game, but he found a way to pick up 6 yards, and now you've got third and short because of it. And if you're San Francisco, you need plays like that. You got to have it third and short, make life a little bit easier on the rookie. All right, third and two. Out of the shotgun again, 6 minutes here before halftime. They fake it to Debo. Looking, throws it. It's caught. And he picks up the first down before he's thrown out of bounds. There is a penalty here. There is a penalty. You know what that means. They're going to call him for unnecessary roughness. It is going to happen. Now let's look at the replay here. All right, he's already out of bounds at this point. Yeah, the NFL is not going to let you sling a guy down. Again, here in the second quarter with 5 minutes and 54 seconds left to go. 49ers with the football trailing 6-3. Purdy up under center. Trips at the bottom of the formation. Now the fullback goes in motion. One back in the backfield. They snap the ball, give it to the back, and the back takes on the contact there and trying to fight forward to get back to line of scrimmage, but it may not matter because we have a penalty right now, and so it's looking like it's about to be offensive holding called. Yep, that's going to be the holding call there. Backed them up 10 yards. So now we got first and 20. Big time holding call right now because the 49ers, although they've been moving the ball here, it has been a fight to get every yard there. So you cannot have penalties that can derail a drive. Unless the old says, stupid, you know they're going to call that. Why do it? That's the question. Why do it? But now they're faced with first and 20. They need a big play from someone here on offense. 5 minutes and 30 to go before halftime. Shotgun here. Three receivers, one tight end, one back. They snap the ball. Brock throws it. And it's caught by Kittle. Came back to the ball. End up picking up a yard on the play. Let's see. Oh, it says now a holding. Refs not playing tonight. And so, yes, they are not playing. But at least they're calling it both ways. I'll say that. All right, so second and 19 here. Second and 19. 49ers with the football. Ball at the Dallas 46-yard line. Lining up in a shotgun. Receiver goes in motion. And we got a timeout that came from the sideline there. So San Francisco will be charged with the timeout there. That's their first timeout of the first half. And so, yes, second and 19. Ball at the Dallas 46-yard line. So far on this drive, though, 7 plays, 29 yards, and almost 5 minutes in terms of time possession off the clock. And so that goes to show just how much of a physical fight this game is. You mean to tell me you have the ball for 5 minutes? I'm thinking that you at least have a good solid, 50, 60 yards, that you've moved the ball. But to only have moved the ball so far about 29 yards off of 7 plays, it goes to show the fight and the struggle that this game is just to move the ball because Dallas is a team that's fast. Dallas is a team that's getting in the backfield. Dallas is a team that, they can get after your quarterback and they're aggressive. So this is just a great matchup all around. Offense, defense, great matchups all around. But I will say this though, one thing that does concern me if I'm rooting for Dallas here is simply the fact that special teams still seem like it's going to be a problem today, and you cannot have a problem in a game where it's so hard to come across points. But again, we are right now at the commercial thanks to the timeout that was called by the 49ers. Meanwhile, let's take a quick look right now at the polls. So, with 52 votes in so far, 63% believe that the Dallas Cowboys will win this game. 37% believe that the 49ers will win this game. So far, I mean, hey, Dallas fans, they're out there. They are out there. I mean, either way, we're going to be treated to a very good NFC Championship game, whether it's the Eagles versus the 49ers or the Eagles versus the Cowboys Part 3 and stuff like that. Either way, it's going to be one heck of a good game. All right, so about to get back here to the action here. Again, just about 4 minutes and 36 seconds here before we reach the half. Let's see what San Francisco draws up on second and long, second and 19. They need a big play. Let's see who they look to here. Shotgun formation, three receivers, one tight end, one back. Snaps it, fakes it to the back. He's looking over the middle. It's Debo Samuel, and Debo takes on the contact and everything and picks up 17 yards. So now, third and short. That's the big time play that they needed right there, and they went to Debo and it worked out. Debo is running fresh out there. Believe me, I had him on my fantasy football team, and there were times this year he did not show that burst and stuff that he's showing today. That is probably the biggest difference between having Brock in there and having Jimmy G in there this particular season, just going off of this season. When Jimmy was in there, I feel like Debo was not being utilized as much, but with Brock in there, they've started utilizing all their weapons a lot more. All right, but here we go, third and two, shotgun. They take the snap. Purdy moving around, throws it, incomplete, incomplete. So now, fourth down coming up here, fourth and two, ball at the Dallas 29-yard line. And so that's going to bring the offense here to the sideline. Just go ahead, kick your field goal, tie things up here. Points are hard to come by in this one. I think that's the right decision. It's not the popular one, but it's the right decision. All right, a 47-yard field goal attempt coming up here for San Fran. Hold is good. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So San Francisco has tied it up here, 6-6 so far in this one. Here in the second quarter, with 3 minutes and 43 seconds to go. And so after that field goal, it's all tied up 6-6. Still about 3 minutes and 43 seconds to go here before the half. And so we'll see what Dallas does, considering last time out there they scored a touchdown. Can they follow up on that touchdown with perhaps another score? We're going to find that out. But if you're San Francisco, you know that right now it is extremely difficult to move the ball. Let's see, Old says, if it comes down to field goals, Cowboys are going to lose with their kicker having problems. Because right now he's lost his confidence. He has lost his confidence. I'll never forget the day that Mike Vanderjack just completely fell off the face of the NFL earth when it came to just going from being the most consistent kicker and all like that to just once he lost his confidence, there was no fixing it. When a kicker loses confidence, he becomes a different being to where he just loses it. Like he's not the same kicker anymore. So I hope that he can find a way to find himself. Otherwise, Dallas will find another kicker. Now the kick was blocked. It was blocked, so I'm not going to hold him fully, totally responsible for that. But not a good start. Not a good look. And again, we are currently at the commercial. And again, just to recap so far, Brock Purdy, he is 10 of 14 for 98 yards through the air, no touchdowns, no interceptions, sacked twice so far in this one. And Dak Prescott so far, he is 9 of 11, 61 yards, one touchdown, one interception, hasn't been sacked. He even had a carry for 11 yards as well so far in this one. So it's been a very defensive game. Again, second quarter, 3 minutes and 43 seconds to go. Kickoff team here on the way. Their scoring drive was 10 plays, 46 yards, and almost 6 minutes in terms of time possession off the clock. Kickoff on the way. Let's see if we get a return here by turn. And all right, let's see. He's at the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, still going, 35. Man, this kid is something special here on this kick return here for Dallas. And so, man, 35, when you have a returner like that, it makes life a little bit easier there. Those extra 10 yards in a game like this go a long way. If he gets enough returns, I feel like he has the ability to take one to the house. All right, but we got a first and 10 here from their own 35-yard line. Out of the shotgun formation here for Dallas. Three receivers, one tight end, one back. Prescott takes the ball, looking, throws it to the back. Zeke catches it. Zeke picks up about 8 yards in the play. Now they're going to throw a penalty there. They're going to throw a penalty there. The referees are not playing today. When it comes to hitting someone that's out of bounds, they're going to call you for unnecessary roughness. Let's look at this replay here. And so, yeah, I mean, he was already out of bounds. Let's see. Yeah, it's tough. I get it. It's tough to let up, but you have to let up. It's just, situational football. You got to understand the man's already out of bounds. And you know that this is the rule. This is what they should have been coaching you all year long. You know this. That's a big penalty. You're gifting them yards. All right, but after that penalty there, now we're looking at first and 10 right now. Ball at the 41-yard line of the 49ers. So you're already in 49er territory. One back in the backfield. Prescott up under center. They snap the ball. Give it to Zeke off the right side. Takes on the contact there. Picks up 3 yards on the play. Now we got second and 7 coming up here from the San Francisco 38-yard line. Again, 3 minutes and 12 seconds to go here before the half. And we're all tied up at 6 apiece. Let's see. Oh, says, that one I don't know about. And so, I mean, it's tough. But, I mean, he knew that he was already basically lined up out of bounds before he even tried to engage in the contact. And so, if he's out of bounds, then quite sure Zeke's already out of bounds. But, again, may not be a popular one, but the NFL, they love to call it. Meanwhile, Prescott throws that one, and it is going to be incomplete. Off the fingertips of Tony Pollard. Incomplete. Third down coming up here, third and 7. So with third and 7 coming up here, Dallas is going to do everything within their power to try to see if they can get the first down here. With 2 minutes and 44 seconds left to go. Again, Dak is 10 of 13 for 70 yards, one touchdown, one interception. Going to line up here in the shotgun. Three receivers, one tight end, one back. 49ers showing pressure, and Dak's going to call a timeout here so they can discuss it. All right, so they call a timeout. That is Dallas' first timeout of the first half. All right, and again, it is third and 7 here. So if you're Dallas, you definitely want to pick up this first down here. All right, so here we go. Out of the shotgun. Three receivers, one tight end, one back. Let's see if the 49ers will bring pressure here. They snap the ball. Niners do bring pressure. They dump it down low to Tony Pollard. And Pollard is going to pick up 3 yards on the play. Fourth down coming up here. 4th and 4 from the San Francisco 35-yard line. And the kicker, he wants an opportunity here, but I don't blame them for hurrying up to the line. 4th and 4. And again, they do have the 2 minute warning coming up here, so they can just try to draw San Francisco off sides and not actually snap the ball and wait for the 2 minute warning to approach if that's what they choose to do. And it looks like that's what they're probably going to end up doing. All right, so that's going to take us to the 2 minute mark. Great job by San Francisco defense remaining disciplined on that one. And we'll see what they decide when we come back from the 2 minute warning. So we're all tied up 6-6 so far in this one. And so this has just been the kind of game where it comes down to just decision making in this one, particularly on third down. And again, just to look at how both teams have been doing so far in this one, we look at the 49ers when it comes to the ground game or lack of a ground game so far, 9 carries for 18 yards. So just averaging 2 yards per carry as a team so far. We're almost at halftime. Meanwhile, for Dallas, on the ground, 12 carries, 46 yards so far in this one. Again, Tony Pollard is responsible for 6 carries, 22 yards. You've got Dak for 11 yards off of 1 carry. Zeke has 4 carries for 9 yards so far in this one. Receiving wise, you look at Dallas, CeeDee Lamb, 4 catches, 23 yards so far. Noah Brown, 2 catches, 21 yards. Ty, he's got 1 catch for 15 yards as well. You look at San Francisco, Debo's got 3 catches, 35 yards so far in this one. George Kittle, 2 catches, 32 yards. Brandon Ayuk, 1 catch, 17 yards. Christian McCaffrey, 3 catches for 9 yards. And again, we are currently still at the commercial because we have hit the 2 minute warning and we're all tied up six apiece so far. And when we return, Dallas has some decisions to make on 4th and 4 from the San Francisco 35-yard line. Let's see. Old says, JB, my uncle said, why I'm laughing when Bills took your last 100 this year. I told him I would pay 1,000 for the Bills to lose in the playoffs. And so, ouch. Ouch. All right, so here we go. 4th and 4. Dallas is going to go for it here. And again, when you don't have confidence in your kicker, you got to go for it in these situations here. So let's see if Dallas can come through. 4th and 4. Can you make a play when you need it the most? They're going to go 5 wide here. 49ers showing pressure. They send 5. Prescott. He's going to scramble. Somehow he eluded the rush and he scrambled all the way to about the 25-yard line. What a massive fourth down conversion there. I mean, when you think of the 49ers there, you think about the pieces that they have in that front seven. And wow, wow, Dak did a tremendous job doing it with his legs. All right, so here we go. First down, he snapped the ball, and he's going to throw it to Tony Pollard out the backfield. And Tony Pollard's going to take it to about the 18-yard line. So now we got 2nd and 2. Now, wait a minute. Now, Tony Pollard right now, he looks like he is shaken up. So medical staff will look at him. And so not what you want to see at all. Let's see what happened there. And so, oh, just the way he brought him down. And so, yeah, you hate to see that. So, yeah, Dallas is going to call their second timeout as well. But, yeah, definitely hoping that Tony Pollard is going to be okay. Cowboys certainly want him to be able to be okay in the second half and continue to go because he's just been a good boost. I know 6 carries, 22 yards doesn't say too much in terms of like the ground game, but I mean, he's been very effective at moments in this game. So definitely hoping that he will be okay. But again, we are right now at the commercial due to the timeout. Dallas has one timeout remaining. A minute 24 seconds left before the half. All tied up 6-6 in this one. And what a battle! Right now, it's anybody's game. And again, the ball is at the San Francisco 18-yard line, and they're 2 yards away from a first down. And so far in this drive for Dallas, 6 plays, 47 yards, in about 2 minutes and 19 seconds in terms of time possession off the clock. And so, Coach Dante, what's good with you, Coach? What's good with you? If anybody appreciates a good game like this, I know it's Coach. And so, tell me, Coach, what are your thoughts so far of how this game is playing out? But again, we are still at the commercial here. Should be returning shortly. All right, so they're taking Tony Pollard there to the tent. So really hoping for some positive news there. But that means guys like Zeke will have to definitely step up here in the ground game for Dallas. All right, so here we go. 2nd and 2. Ball at the San Francisco 18-yard line. Shotgun here for Dallas. I mean, they've just been perfect in the postseason when it comes to red zone offense. Let's see if that continues here. They snap the ball. Prescott looking, throws it, and oh, he threw a pick. He threw a pick, and he threw it to Fred Warner of all people. Wow. This is why he gets paid the big bucks for plays like this. And these are the kind of games, Dak, where you can't make these mistakes. I mean, everything was going perfect on this drive in terms of just being able to move the ball, and then you turn the ball over in one of your more promising drives of the game. This is his second interception so far, and you cannot make mistakes in a game that's this close. You just can't do it, especially when you see that your special teams has had some struggles over the last couple of weeks. So big time mistake by Dak, but let's see what the 49ers can do with a minute and 15 seconds left to go and two timeouts at their disposal. Let's see. Braden says, Braden's laughing at that one. Braden is enjoying that one. But again, we are at the commercial again. And let's see. Oh, it says, Dak, what are you doing, bro? And so, yeah, I have no idea what he's doing because in that moment, you're under control. And so everything is just going just the way you need it. And so then that happens. That's why this is a team that they have to have that balance of a run game. Just take some pressure off of them. But Braden says he knows exactly what Dak is doing. He says Dak is throwing this game away. Let's see. Coach says, "I'm doing good, man. For the Dallas Cowboys to win this game, they cannot have too many turnovers like that. It'll be interesting to see if Tony Pollard can come back. I think that'd be a huge loss. And so, oh yeah, it would definitely be a huge loss. I mean, the carries speak volume. They have turned to this young man over Zeke for a reason because this young man provides something to their offense that Zeke just doesn't provide for them right now. And so, if he can't go, that's a big loss because Dak will feel like he has to do too much, and you never want Dak to feel like he has to do too much. He's a great quarterback, but he's best when you complement him with a run game and stuff like that. And so, if he feels like he has to do it all by himself, then you're going to get turnovers just like that. And you cannot have turnovers just like that. But with that being said, things are all tied up six apiece, and Dallas defense has looked just as good as the 49ers defense so far in this game. We'll see if that continues with a minute and 15 left to go before we reach halftime. All right, so looking at the replay here just to see what did Dak see here, and so yeah, Dak. Hate to say it, Dak. I think I've thrown a couple interceptions like that on Madden as well back in the day, Dak. But you can't do it in the playoffs. Meanwhile, here, let's see San Francisco with the football, all tied up six apiece from their own 28-yard line. They take the snap out of the shotgun, give it to Debo. Debo up the middle, picks up about a good 8 yards on the play. Now we've got second down coming up, but you got to hurry up here. There's a minute and 5 seconds left to go here before the half. They're lining up, making adjustments. They snap the ball, give it to Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to pick up a yard. Again, Dallas has done tremendous in making sure that whenever he gets the football, he's not going anywhere. And so, okay, you're starting to see emotion spoil over here. And in a game that's been this physical, that is understandable. 32 seconds right now here before the half. I mean, you're taking off this much time. What's going on? And so, hey, appreciate that right there, Coach. Appreciate the super chat. And you say, come on, Dak Prescott. But hey, appreciate that and appreciate you, Coach, for sure. Absolutely. But yeah, I mean, Dak cannot be doing what he's doing right now. I mean, other than those two mistakes, though, Dak has that kept it within, I guess, what the defense is giving them. But those two turnovers he had, particularly that last one, you just can't have. You just can't have. Meanwhile, you see Tony Pollard there. That's not good on the cart there. They're taking him. So, man, really hate to see that. Really hate to see that. All right, but you got third and one right now. I mean, you called a timeout. You let so much time run off the clock. I don't even know why you bothered calling a timeout if you let that much time run off the clock before you do it. But here we go, third and one. Jennings goes in motion. Shotgun. Three receivers, one tight end, one back. They snap the ball. Throw it over the middle, and it's going to be caught by Samuel. It's going to be a pickup of about 10 yards and a first down close to midfield. 24 seconds to work with here. Maxwell called that third timeout. Everybody's walking. All right, they did call that third timeout. And so now with 24 seconds, time to run some routes near the sideline, pick up about a good 8 yards, go out of bounds, take off a couple seconds there. Let's see how they navigate this. And see, let's see. Coach says, what was the turning point in the Patriots season on them not making the playoffs? What went wrong with the New England Patriots? Well, Coach, the turning point, I have to look at when the Patriots played against the Raiders. And for some reason, something possessed my dude out there to where he tried to do a Madden lateral that just to Mac Jones of all people. He just threw it up there and cost us the game before we can even go to overtime. That was the turning point because we needed to beat a team like the Raiders who wasn't going nowhere because I knew we wasn't going to beat Buffalo the last game of the season. That wasn't going to happen. Thankfully, we beat Miami because they didn't have Tua and stuff like that. But when we lost to the Raiders, in my mind, that was one that we could not afford to lose, and that was the turning point for the Patriots at that point. Meanwhile, Purdy here in the pocket throws it, and so the ball was deflected there. Cowboys had an opportunity at it, but incomplete. Second down coming up here, second and 10, 19 seconds to go here before the half. But yeah, that was definitely the turning point of the Patriots season at that point. We did have a time earlier, obviously, when Mac Jones got hurt, and then, when we made the decision to go back to Mac Jones, which I feel like is the right move for us long term and stuff like that, was to go back to him. This is the guy that we, believe in, and so go back to him, work things out. So there was a lot of things the Patriots had that just did not go their way, but that Raiders game for me, that was it. Meanwhile, Purdy looking in the pocket. Pressure coming and he throws it. Excellent throw. He didn't just throw it, he threw it to Jennings there. And so he picks up 21 yards, taking it to the Dallas 32-yard line. You got 12 seconds to work with. You got no timeouts here. So if you can just get another 5 yards near the sideline and stuff like that, or whatever you do, be quick with it. If it's not there, throw it away. And let's see, O says when the Patriots lost to the Bears, the locker room started to turn their back on Matty P, and it just got worse. And then the Raiders game, that just set it off. And so, yeah, that loss to the Bears, that was embarrassing for me. I mean, I was happy for Justin Fields, but I was like, why against us? All right, so Purdy gets the snap, throws it, incomplete, incomplete. So now we got second down coming up here, second and 10. Second and 10. All right, 7 seconds left to go here. So you got to keep that in mind here. 7 seconds left to go. So whatever you do, it's got to be extremely quick here. All right, so here we got the shotgun. Three receivers, one tight end, one back. Takes the snap. Got to throw it quickly here. Got to be quick with it. Got to be quick with it. And then just throws that one away, barely saving a second on the clock. Like, yeah, you've got to be much quicker than that, but he did save 1 second on the clock, so field goal unit, here we come. All right, so Robbie Gold here, a 50-yard field goal attempt, and before that kick goes on the way, there is a timeout called by Dallas. That is their final timeout. So 1 second remaining here before the half, and San Francisco has an opportunity to see if they can take the lead. All right, meanwhile, we got 62 votes in here loving it. So far, 60% believe that Dallas will win this game, 40% believe in the 49ers. And honestly, these are the kind of games that it may not show up on the stat sheet here, but being able to remain and keep your composure and keep believing in yourself, your teammates, and just keep doing the process of what makes you either the 49ers or either the Cowboys, that's what's going to be key. But here we go, 50-yard field goal attempt here before the half to take us to halftime and try to give the 49ers a lead. Kick is on the way, and the kick is good. And so San Francisco claims the lead. They will be leading heading into the locker room 9-6. One team with a kicker that can't seem to convert on the extra point, and the other has seen their kicker convert 3 times to give them the lead so far in this game. The importance of having a field goal kicker is just so huge, especially in games like this where teams are just about even. But that's the score at the half right now. San Francisco leads this one 9-6. When we come back, it should be Dallas that'll get the football first. But we are at halftime, so you guys know what that means. Here at halftime, let me go ahead and first and foremost recap the stats of what took place in the first half. And so, Toy Soldiers, what's good with ya? What's good with ya? And you say Cowboys all day. And so, hey, Cowboys out here represented. I hear you. I hear you. How are you doing? How are you doing? All right, meanwhile, the recap here. So, Dallas Dak Prescott is 12 of 16 for 81 yards so far in this one touchdown, 2 interceptions, hasn't been sacked so far in this one. And he's done a good job. I'm not going to lie. I know the 12 of 16, 81 yards, but given what the defense is giving, he's done a good job, with the exception being those 2 interceptions. Those are both costly interceptions, especially the last one, because I really felt like Dallas was on the verge of scoring again. But he made a mistake there. Mistakes happen. He's only down by 3 points there. So second half, just got to regroup from that. My biggest concern for the Cowboys is the fact that Tony Pollard is injured. You know, if he can't go back out there, that's huge. He's got 6 carries right now for 22 yards, but I really feel like the second half, he would have at least 1 or 2 big plays that could really swing things into the Cowboys' favor. And so without him, they'll have to rely on someone like Zeke. Zeke so far has 4 carries for 9 yards so far in this one. There's a reason why Tony Pollard's getting more carries at this point. Now, Dak, he does have 2 carries for 20 yards. You may have to utilize those legs a little bit more in the second half if Tony Pollard can't go. CeeDee Lamb, he's got 4 catches for 23 yards. Noah Brown, 2 catches, 21 yards. Schultz, just 1 catch for 4 yards. I definitely would like to see a guy like Dalton Schultz get more involved for the Dallas offense. And then Also, the same thing with Gallup. I don't know his situation there. I know he pulled himself out earlier, but not sure if he returned or not. But definitely getting more guys involved there would be nice. And as for San Francisco, Brock Purdy, 12 of 19, 129 yards, zero touchdowns, zero interceptions, sacked twice so far in this one. And on the ground for San Francisco as a team, 11 carries for 27 yards. Now, Debo has 3 carries for 15 yards. So, Debo has 15 of the 27 yards in this one. Christian McCaffrey, he's just been very ineffective. Hats off to Dallas. They have made sure that C-Mac has just been basically non existent offensively. 5 carries for 8 yards, 3 catches for 9 yards. That means C-Mac, y'all, he's got less than 20 yards total. And so, if you can keep that going in the second half, you'll love where you're at if you're the Dallas Cowboys. No doubt about that. Elijah Mitchell, 1 carry, 2 yards. And then receiving wise, Debo Samuel, 4 catches, 45 yards. George Kittle, 2 catches, 32 yards. Juwan Jennings, 2 catches, 26 yards. And Brandon Ayuk, just 1 catch for 17 yards. So what does that tell me? It tells me that both defenses are getting after it. Regardless if their offense turns the ball over or whatever it is, these defenses, they came to play. Let's see. Toy says, if he throws another pick, we need Rush. And so Toy says, put in Coop. Let's see. Ola says, it's time for the best halftime show, the JB halftime show. Hey, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. But yeah, looking at this game, it is going to be on the shoulder of Dak Prescott. That is no question. In terms of his performance in the second half of the Dallas Cowboys, Tony Pollard, I hate the fact that he got injured like that. And it does not look like the kind in which he'll come back in the second half. And so without him, they're going to need something in the ground game. I don't know who the third runner is for the Dallas Cowboys there, but Zeke, he has got to be, he's got to give something here to help them out. So I feel like Dak's going to have to do a lot more with his legs to make up for that. I really do. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, you're going to have to rely on Debo. Debo's doing some things. Christian McCaffrey, you just keep giving them opportunities at some point, something to pop. But Dallas is just built, honestly, to where they have the speed. They can get after him. And so it's just, they're doing a great job, honestly. This is just credit to Dallas defense being so good. So Brock Purdy is going to have to find a way to make some plays in this one. But so far, San Francisco leads 9-6 in this one. And so that's how it is. But hey, this is a great game. I know it's not as many touchdowns as we would like. It is a great game. And so if you're Dallas, again, the biggest concern aside from Tony Pollard is the kicking game. The kicking game just, I mean, this is now what, 5 missed extra points in the playoffs? Today, I mean, I know that one was blocked, so you can't hold it too much against them, but extra points are so huge because your opponent out there, they're making field goals. They'll make extra points. So you need all the points you can get in a low scoring game like this. So you can't have that happen. You just can't. All right, let's see. Old says, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you're a new, welcome. Absolutely. Absolutely, yes. Be sure to press that like button. And if you are new, I know that we see some new people come through here. Definitely do appreciate you guys, and also you guys that continue to support the JB Nation. I appreciate you guys so much, and thanks for watching this here with us as we are looking to see who's going to advance to the NFC Championship game. Speaking of championship games, we'll just recap some of the previous games that did take place this week, starting with the Chiefs and the Jaguars, that matchup there in which Patrick Mahomes, he showed us that, hey, he's more than just your pretty boy, go back there and sling it. He's the kind of tough quarterback that you saw that he wanted to be out there. He had no concern for his own well-being. He wanted to be out there and help this team win. Chad Henne, it's not the first time that we've seen Chad Henne come in a big-time situation and just hold the fort down for however little it was. Hold the fort down as they went on that 98-yard drive to win. For me, I feel like that sent a message to Kansas City and stuff like that. And the other guys started stepping up, Pacheco, he started running the ball extremely hard and stuff like that afterwards. This team responded. With that being said, though, against a team like Cincinnati coming up, I mean, without your star quarterback being able to move around whenever the pocket breaks down, that's going to be interesting to see moving forward, just how much he'll be able to tolerate and move around because he was looking like he was basically playing on one leg last game. But the Chiefs were able to hold on and win that one 27-20 against a Jaguars team that's still in the come up. This is a team that's learning to believe in himself. Trevor Lawrence, he's young. It won't be the first time you'll see him in the playoff game. He'll continue to grow. But Kansas City, they won that game. And for me, that speaks volumes of it just being a team effort, the fight that those guys have. But speaking of fights, though, I mean, it's what Cincinnati did earlier, which I'll touch on that. I guess I'll go in order here. So Philadelphia, though, the Eagles, they do a tremendous job of clock management. And the way that they can run the ball either with Sanders or either they'll have the option for Hurts to keep the ball himself. And plus, you still got to respect the passing game because, hey, A.J. Brown, he's a baller. Devontae Smith, he's another baller. We're talking about 1,000-yard receivers on each side, plus a back that commands a lot of attention, plus Hurts who can do it all. And so when Philly goes out there, they're taking off 6 minutes, they're taking off 8 minutes. This is a team that you don't want to get behind against if ever you play against the Eagles right now because they are hitting like they did early in the season, which can be scary for anybody that plays them. And then they just the way they beat the Giants to me was more just in the test that they were just a better team than the Giants, and that showed. I mean, the Giants they played hard against the Vikings, but there comes a point where you need the talent to step up, and so they just didn't have that talent. Whether it be Daniel Jones, some people say Daniel Jones just isn't that guy, or either they just don't have a top 10 receiving rep and stuff like that down there in New York, and then there was just a lot of guys keying on Barkley, all that stuff. It just adds up to Philly just being the more dominant team, and they showed it 38-7, sweeping the Giants out of three matchups in which they played them this year. And then earlier, Cincinnati versus Buffalo. I mean, we didn't get to see the rest of that game in the regular season, and we understand why for good reason. But Cincinnati came out, and from the first drive, they made it known that they were the better team in this matchup, at least the better team today, and they showed it for me the entire game. I mean, Jamar Chase, he was big. Joe Burrow, Joe Mixon, those guys, they showed last year was not a fluke. And so I am fully believing in this team. And they're going to go down to Kansas City with a lot of confidence. And so for me, I think that Cincinnati will beat the Chiefs simply because Patrick Mahomes being injured for me swings it in favor of the Bengals. Again, I'm expecting a good game, and I feel like Patrick Mahomes he'll still be able to make all the throws, but it's the little things in a game like this that'll make the biggest differences. So we'll see how that plays out, and I'll continue to monitor exactly how Patrick Mahomes looks in terms of leading up to the game. But for right now, I believe the Bengals will win that matchup. But hey, you guys let me know what do you think about that matchup coming up. Who do you have winning, the Kansas City Chiefs or the Cincinnati Bengals? What do you guys think? Looking forward to seeing. Also, let me know your final score for that game as well. And of course, with this game going on, we won't know who the Eagles will play just yet moving on. But either way, either of these two teams, I feel like it'll be a good matchup for the Eagles. No doubt about that. But yes, for the Bengals and the Chiefs, if I had to think about my final score for that one, I'd probably say that the Bengals win that one. Final score being, I'm going to say 31-27, 31-27, something like that, over the Chiefs. But that's just my personal score projection there. Love to hear from you guys in terms of what you guys are thinking. All right, so let's see. Ode says, did you have the Bengals versus the Bucks before the season? And you say you still have the Bengals, but it's now against the Eagles. And so, okay, Bengals and Eagles. Let's see. Kenneth says, what do you think about the game so far? Kenneth, I love the way that the game is going so far. And so I know that, we love seeing a lot of offenses. And believe me, both of these two teams, they have the talent. But I'm really loving what I'm seeing from the defenses here. I'm seeing a lot of speed on defense. I'm seeing pass rush. I'm seeing a lot of difficult plays here. And so just watching these two teams operate, like seeing, for example, Dak Prescott, there's a lot on his shoulder. But Dallas pays him a lot to be that guy, to be that dude. And so in the second half, he's going to go out there and he's going to have to honestly play up to that contract that they gave him. That's why you gave him the money. I know when he first got the money, everybody was like, it's too much money. But if he goes out there in the second half and he can, put it together, then hey, it was worth that money. I mean, I'm not going to lie. If he can put that together in the second half, it'll be worth that money. Extra points, that's going to be a whole different thing. Maybe you start going for two if you're Dallas every time you get the touchdown. Just a thought. Just a thought. As for San Francisco, Brock Purdy, everybody says you got to manage the game. Don't do too much. Don't do this. But for Brock Purdy in this one, the way that they're stopping Christian McCaffrey in the ground game, I mean, outside of Debo Samuel right now, and then a few plays of George Kittle, Brock Purdy may have to have a couple times where he's got to make some big time plays. Now I've seen earlier where he's tried to elude the rush, couldn't do it. He's got to probably make some big plays as well. But I love that this is because it's creating the perfect situational footballs where both of these guys will have a chance to increase their legacy one way or another and make a big time play that alters, their franchise, moving forward. So I feel like this game is going to come down to something like that. So we will see. We will see. All right, so let's see. Braden says, how far am I away from 2.5 subs? And so let me check real quick, Braden, on that one. Let me see. Give me 1 second. and I will check because last time I checked. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna let you know 1 second on that one, Braden. Let me just look real quick. See if I can locate that. All right, so yes, I'm about 87 away. About 87 away, Braden. Yeah, 87 subs away from the big 2,500. All right, let's see. Total Charger says, to be honest, maybe 1427. All right, so you're thinking maybe 14 to 27. Okay, okay. Let's see. Kenneth says, it's about to get busy again. And so, yes, yes, absolutely. Absolutely. But I like the way the first half played out there. And so, second half, we get much of the same, hopefully something close to, closer to 20s and stuff like that when it's all said and done. That'd be great. But I'm looking forward to seeing the second half adjustments because Dallas really needs to adjust without Tony Pollard being out there. But hey, it's all on Dak Prescott. Let's see what he does. Let's see what he does. But right now, we've got 69 votes in there, and the Cowboys are responsible for 57% saying Dallas will win. 43% believe in the San Francisco 49ers. So we will see how this one plays out. Let's see. Brandon says, let's get you to 2.5 sometime by February. And so, yes, that would be great. That would be great. Absolutely. Look at that. To have a kicker that has missed 6 of your last 7 extra points, no doubt that affects like simple decisions like earlier in the game when the Cowboys went for it. I think it was 4th and 4 and they went for it and then Dak picked up 9 yards on that scramble. Situations like that, you do that because quite frankly you just cannot have too much confidence in your kicker, and so that may ultimately make the difference when it's all said and done. All right, but here we go. Second half about to get on the way right now with the 49ers lined up in the kickoff unit. And kickoff on the way. Let's see if Dallas is going to return this one. No return, so they'll take over from their own 25-yard line. And so again, Dallas trailing right now 9-6, but the second half on the way. We've got 2 full quarters here to determine who's going to advance to the NFC Championship game. Again, this was a highly anticipated game here between two teams that have some history, all right. And so we'll see what happens in this chapter of it. But Dallas is going to line up in the shotgun. 2 tight ends, 1 back, 2 receivers. 15 seconds on the play clock. Brown goes in motion. They snap the ball, feed it to Zeke. And so Zeke up the middle, picks up about 3 yards on the carry. We got second down coming up here, 2nd and 7. Ball at the Dallas 28-yard line. All right, so 2nd and 7 here. All right, so here we go. 2nd and 7, shotgun. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. They snap the ball. Prescott looking. Avoids the rush. Pump fakes. He's going to scramble and keep it. And he's going to be about a yard shy of first down. But it goes back to what I said here. He's got to use his legs here and help them out here. I mean, the combination of him and Zeke, those two combining, that would have to make up for the lack of a presence of Tony Pollard now. But excellent decision to take off and run there. And just that elusiveness also. But 3rd and 1 coming up. Got to pick up the first down. Let's see what they call. Line up in the shotgun again. 3 receivers at the top of the screen. 1 tight end at the bottom of the formation. They snap the ball. Throws a quick one. It's caught by CeeDee Lamb. And CeeDee Lamb is going to pick up the first down there. He picked up about 9 yards on the play, taking it to the Dallas 43-yard line. That's a first down. All right, so after the first down here, Prescott's going to line up under center. 1 back in the backfield. 2 receivers at the bottom of the screen. They snap it. Play fake. Prescott looking. Throws it short to Dalton Schultz, and he makes the reception, picks up about 2 yards on the play. Certainly would like to see him be more involved here in the second half. I feel like he can really alter the outcome of this game. All right, 2nd and 8 coming up. Ball at the Dallas 45-yard line. All right, here in the shotgun, three receivers, one tight end, one back. Takes the snap, pitches it to Zeke. Zeke trying to get to the outside, and he's going to pick up about 3 yards on the play. That's going to make it third down coming up here, 3rd and 6 coming up. Ball at the Dallas 47-yard line. All right, so third down here. Can they continue to move the chains? Again, this is the first drive here of the second half, and you want to make it count. Shotgun formation here for Dallas. Let's see if the 49ers can bring pressure. Dak making adjustments here. There's 12 seconds right now on the play clock and 12 minutes to go here in the third quarter. All right, they snap the ball. Prescott throws it, and it is going to be incomplete. Incomplete. He threw it to Zeke on the play, incomplete, and so fourth down coming up. So the 49ers defense gets the stop, and soon they'll get the football. So yeah, that time Zeke had to adjust to try to make the catch there, and even if he did make the catch, he was not going to get that first down. All right, so we got the punter out here. Punts on the way, and it's caught from their own 12. Oh, he fumbled the ball. He lost the ball. He lost the ball, and I think Dallas has it. Let's see who recovered it, but it looks like Dallas may have been the first one to get it, but it looked like anybody could have got it. Let's see. And they're going to have to try to get to the bottom of the pile here, but man, this could be a critical mistake. Wow, recovered by Dallas. What a huge mistake by Ray McCloud, the former Pittsburgh Steeler. Wow, he just robbed him clean on that one. I mean, excellent strip. I mean, he just ripped that ball out. There's no doubt, no denying that one. Ripped the ball out. Excellent job by the Dallas special teams, and that's how you make plays in the playoffs. Wow. Big play by Joseph. All right, so giving new life here. Prescott up under center. Multiple tight ends, two receivers, one back in the backfield. They're going to give it to CeeDee Lamb again. This time off the left end, and he's going to get shoved out of bounds. Picks up 2 yards on the play. 2nd and 8 coming up. Ball already at the San Francisco 19-yard line. Leslie O says, dang, that was a big, big mistake. And so, yes, it was. And I know nobody's more upset right now than Braden is. That's for sure. But 2nd and 8. Let's see if they can get into the end zone here. Shotgun formation, three receivers at the bottom of the screen. They snap the ball. Quick pass, CeeDee Lamb. And so Lamb, he's going to take it all the way to the 8-yard line, and he's going to pick up a first down in the process for the Dallas Cowboys. And so Dallas, 1st and goal right now. Touchdown, and I wonder if they would consider going for 2 if they do score. But right now they're lining up 5 wide here. Dak in the shotgun. 8 seconds right now on the play clock. Zeke goes in motion. They snap the ball. Prescott looking. He throws it. It's caught by Dalton there, and so Dalton picks up 3 yards on the play. I probably would have tried to throw it to Zeke on that play. Looked like he has some space to work with, but they pick up 3 yards there. So now we got 2nd and goal here. So 2nd and goal. I mean, first of all, you got to protect the football here. No turnovers. Second of all, you're trying to get to the end zone here, so you got to make good decisions here for Dak Prescott. Let's see. Prescott up under center. One back in the backfield. Receiver goes in motion. They snap the ball. They give it to Zeke. Nah, not going to happen. Not going to happen. Nick Bosa and company in on the tackle. And so this is big right now. 3rd down coming up. This is huge. I mean, especially huge for this team because you can't have too much confidence right now in your kicker, so you really don't want to have to make that decision. So here we go. 3rd and goal. Can the Cowboys get into the end zone? Shotgun formation here. Ty goes in motion. They snap the ball. Prescott looking. Throws over the middle, and so always incomplete off the hands of Zeke. And they are lucky that did not get picked off after that ball got tipped in the air. That's always dangerous. Always dangerous. All right, let's see if Mayer can make this one. The fact that it's not an extra point, who knows? Maybe that might help him. The fact that it's not an extra point this time. He tends to make field goals, just not extra points. Let's see if that'll remain the case here. But trailing right now, 9-6, 25-yard field goal attempt. Here in the third quarter, 9 minutes and 11 seconds to go. Dallas, they've done a tremendous job so far. Let's see if they can get 3 points to show for it. And they do. So they're all tied up right now, 9 apiece in this one. And I know that field goal had to feel nice for him. So we're all tied up here in the third quarter with 9 minutes and 8 seconds to go to score 9-9 right now. And so when we come back, Dallas will kick things off, and we'll see what the San Francisco 49ers will do. But again, hey, that field goal was made possible by one heck of a special teams play by Joseph to knock the ball out, and then for the Dallas Cowboys to recover it after they had punt the ball, and so they were able to get the football. So, hey, a punt, that's just like a deep pass play, honestly, when you're able to recover the fumble. So, but luckily for San Francisco, you only gave up 3 points from that mistake. Could have been a lot worse than that. But again, looking at the poll right now, 73 votes in here, and so 55% believe that the Dallas Cowboys will win this game. 45% believe that the 49ers will win this game. And we're all tied up right now, so hey, continue to cast those votes in there because right now it's anybody's game. Let's see, Old says the kickers are earning their money today. And so, yes, it comes down to everything, not just offense and defense. It comes down to special teams as well in a game like this. And so, winning all three, that is huge, but we're all tied up. And so, this is exactly the kind of football game